So harmonic function. Harmonic function and suppose a real valued function u of two variables x and y, it satisfies Laplace equation. So dou squared u by dou x squared plus dou squared u by dou y squared equal to 0. Then u is called what? Harmonic function. So any real valued function of two variable satisfies Laplace equation, then functions are called harmonic functions, right? Munnadi property paathom, real and imaginary part of analytic function satisfies Laplace equation. For analytic function oda real and imaginary part enna irukum? Harmonic function ah irukum. Already we have proved this u and v are satisfies Laplace equation. So if it satisfies Laplace equation, then the functions are called harmonic functions. Therefore, these real and imaginary functions are called harmonic functions. So we can say that the conjugate harmonic to each other. So u is a harmonic conjugate of v, v is a harmonic conjugate of u. So it is a conjugate harmonic functions. Clear? Okay. Next one, construction of analytic function. So when our real part is given, இப்போ இது அனலிட்டிக் ஃபங்க்ஷன், இதை வந்து நம்ம கன்ஸ்ட்ரக்ட் பண்ணோம். whenever either u is given or v is given. The real part is given என்ன? u is known. When u is known, the analytic function f of z equal to by Millie-Thomson method. By Millie-Thomson method, f of z equal, so ux of z comma 0 minus I into uy of z comma 0 into dz plus c. So this is the formula for finding a analytic function or constructing of analytic function whenever the real part is known or u is known. When imaginary part is given, the imaginary part is given and v is known. When v is known, so f of z equal integral, so vy of z comma 0 plus I into vx of z comma 0 into dz. So it is also by Millie-Thomson method plus c1. F of z equal integral vy of z comma 0 plus I into vx of z comma 0 into dz plus c. This is the analytic function whenever the imaginary part is given or v is given, right? So sometimes they may ask to find out the harmonic conjugate. After finding the function, you replace z by x plus I by and f of z by u plus iv, you may get the conjugate harmonic functions, right? So now listen here, the problem. Prove that the function u equal x into x square minus 3y square plus x square minus y square plus 2xy is harmonic, and find the analytic function and also find the conjugate harmonic v, right? A harmonic ne enna sollணும்? I have to prove that it satisfies the Laplace equation, right? So you given u equal, you multiply x, so x cube minus 3xy squared plus x squared minus y squared plus 2xy. So differentiate with respect to x partially, so dou u by dou x equals 3x squared minus 3y squared plus 2x plus 2y. Again differentiate it, so dou squared u by dou x squared equals 6x plus 2, right? Then dou u by dou y, so differentiate partially with respect to y, so minus 6xy minus 2y plus 2x. So again differentiate with respect to y, so dou squared u by dou y squared equal, so minus 6x minus 2, right? So from 1 and 2, dou squared u by dou x squared plus dou squared u by dou y squared equal 0. Therefore u is harmonic. Right? Now I have to construct the analytic function, right? So the real part is given. So by Milne-Thomson method, you find out the ux of z comma 0. So you replace x by z and y by 0 in this. I'll get இது வந்து ux இல்லையா? இந்த uxல x ஒரு இடத்துல z ம் y ஒரு இடத்துல 0. அப்போ போட்டா என்ன கிடைக்கும்? 3z square. This is 0 plus 2z, right? And then uy of z comma 0. என்ன வரும்? So இந்த ரிசல்ட்ல this is uy. இப்போ uy ல என்ன பண்ணோம்? Again z க்கு x க்கு பதிலா z, y க்கு பதிலா 0. Y க்கு பதிலா 0 போட்டா இது 0 ஆயிரும், இது 0 ஆயிரும். இப்போ என்ன ஆகும்? Plus 2z, right? Now what will be the formula? So f of z equal integral ux of z comma 0 minus I into uy of z comma 0 into dz. Another integral ux of z comma 0 3z squared plus 2z minus I into uy 2z into dz. So integrate it. Then now 3 into z cubed by 3 plus 2z squared by 2 minus I into 2 into z squared by 2 plus 6. Then now z cube plus z squared minus I into z squared plus c, right? So this is f of z. Clear? Now we have to find out the conjugate harmonic. Find v, right? So in this put f of z equal to u plus iv and z is x plus iy. The whole cube plus x plus iy the whole square minus I into x plus iy the whole square plus c1 plus I into c2. Now we expand it, a plus b the whole cube. So a cube plus 3a squared b then plus 3ab squared then plus b cube, right? Then plus a plus b the whole square, a squared plus 2ab plus b cube then minus I into x square plus I into 2xy minus y square plus c1 plus I into c2. So we need v. So that means equating imaginary part. So equating imaginary part, v equals imaginary part is 3x squared y minus y cube plus 2xy and you know minus x squared plus y squared plus c2, which is the conjugate harmonic function, right? So find the analytic function w equal to u plus iv if v equal e power minus 2y into y cos 2x plus x sin 2x and hence find u. இப்போ என்ன கொடுத்துருக்காங்க நமக்கு? இமேஜினரி பார்ட் கொடுத்துருக்காங்க இல்லையா? ஸோ given v equal e power minus 2y y cos 2x plus x sin 2x. நமக்கு என்ன வேணும்? ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஆர்டர் டெரிவேட்டிவ் மட்டும் இருந்தால் போதும். ஹார்மோனிக்னு ப்ரூஃப் பண்ணணும்னா தான் செகண்ட் ஆர்டர்லாம் பண்ணணும் இல்லையா? இப்போ ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஆர்டர் மட்டும். ஸோ டிஃபரன்ஷியேட் பார்ஷியலி வித் ரெஸ்பெக்ட் டு எக்ஸ். ஸோ டோ வி பை டோ எக்ஸ். இப்போ இது வந்து எனக்கு கான்ஸ்டன்ட் y கான்ஸ்டன்ட். இதை டிஃபரன்ஷியேட் பண்ணால் மைனஸ் 2 சைன் 2x ப்ளஸ் இந்த யூவியில் பண்ணணும் எக்ஸ் இன்ட்டு 2 cos 2x plus sin 2x. Right? So ux of z comma 0. Replace x by z and y by 0. So e power 0. So this is 0 plus 2z cos 2z plus sin 2z. Right? Then dou v by dou y. So differentiate partially with respect to y. u y la pannom. E power minus 2y அப்படியே வச்சுட்டு இதை டிஃபரன்ஷியேட் பண்ணினா cos 2x இல்லையா, இதை டிஃபரன்ஷியேட் பண்ணால் 0 and plus இதை டிஃபரன்ஷியேட் பண்ணினா minus 2 e power minus 2y into இந்த டைம் அப்படியே இருக்கும். So y cos 2x plus x sin 2x. Now you replace x by z and y by 0. So vy of z comma 0. Sorry, this is vx not ux. So vy of z comma 0 another. So e power 0 is 1. So cos 2z minus 2 into e power 0 1. This is 0 and this is z into sin 2z. Right? This is 2 and this is 1. What will be the formula? F of z equal integral. So vy of z comma 0 plus I into vx of z comma 0 into dz. What is vy? Cos 2z minus 2z sin 2z plus I into vx of z comma 0. 2z cos 2z plus sin 2z, right, into dz. So this integrate panna sin 2z by 2 minus 2 into z into this integrate panna minus cos 2z by 2, right. This differentiate panna 1. What is the integrate panna? Minus sin 2z by 4, right, and plus I into for 2 h2 z அப்படியே வச்சுக்க. cos 2z integrate பண்ணா sin 2z by 2 minus 1 into integrate this minus cos 2z by 2 4 plus sin 2z integrate பண்ணா minus cos 2z by 2 plus, right. So simplifying, so f of z equal to sin 2z by 2 minus minus plus this 2 get cancelled. Z cos 2z minus minus plus again minus sin 2z by 2 then plus I into z sin 2z minus minus plus cos 2z by 2 minus cos 2z by 2 plus c. This will get cancelled and we will cancel. Yeah, final go. Therefore f of z equal to z cos 2z plus I into z sin 2z. Can take z outside. Cos 2z plus I sin 2z, which is limit what? Z into e power I 2z. So this is f of z plus c. அதுக்கப்புறம் என்ன கண்டுபிடிக்கணும்? u கண்டுபிடிக்கணும். So put f of z equal to u plus iv and z equal to x plus iy into e power I 2 into x plus iy. So x plus iy into e power I 2x e power minus 2y plus c1 plus I c2. So e power minus 2y into x plus iy into cos 2x plus I sin 2x plus c1 plus I c2. So equating real part, so we get u equal to e power minus 2y into real part போறோம். இது ரெண்டு மல்டிப்ளை பண்ணும்போது இதை மல்டிப்ளை பண்ணும்போது x cos 2x minus y sin 2x plus c, which is u. If f of z is a regular function of z, then prove that dou squared by dou x squared plus dou squared by dou y squared modulus of f of z the whole squared equal 4 times modulus of f dash of z the whole square, right? So given f of z is a regular function, so regular function or analytic function only. So f of z equal to u plus iv is analytic, therefore ux equal to vy and uy equal to minus vx. Take it as equation number 1. Then modulus of f of z, root of u squared plus v squared. So modulus of f of z the whole square, so u squared plus v squared, right? What is f dash of z? I differentiate with respect to x, so ux plus ivx. Then modulus of f dash of z, root of ux squared plus vx squared. Then modulus of f dash of z the whole square, so ux squared plus vx squared, right? Okay. Now we take it in the left hand side. Dou squared by dou x squared plus dou squared by dou y squared of modulus of f of z the whole square. So dou squared by dou x squared of modulus of f of z the whole square. This is nothing but, so dou by dou x of modulus of f of z the whole square, that is u squared plus v squared. You differentiate it, so dou by dou x of now around 2u ux plus 2v vx. So again differentiate it, you can take 2 outside, 2 into u into uxx plus ux into ux plus v into vxx plus vx into vx, right? This is nothing but u அப்படியே வச்சுட்டு ux differentiate பண்ணும்போது uxx plus the ux அப்படியே வச்சுட்டு u differentiate பண்ணும்போது ux, similarly like, right? So 2 into uxx plus ux the whole square plus vxx plus vx square, right? Take it as 1. Squared by dou y square of modulus of f of z the whole square equal, so dou by dou y of modulus of f square and u square plus v square. So differentiate with respect to y, 2u uy plus 2v vy. Again differentiate with respect to y, so 2 into u uyy plus uy into uy plus v vyy plus vy into vy, right? Which is equal 2 times u into uyy plus uy. What is uy? By using 1, uy equal to minus vx, vx square plus v into vyy. Vy is nothing but ux, so ux square. So by 1. Take it as this is 2. So adding 1 and 2, dou squared by dou x squared plus dou squared by dou y squared of modulus of f of z the whole square equal to 2 வந்து ரெண்டுலயும் காமனா இருக்கு. இதுல வர ஃபர்ஸ்ட் டைம் பாருங்க. இப்போ u வெளிய எடுத்தீங்கன்னா என்ன இருக்கும்? uxx plus uyy இல்லையா? இங்க ஒரு vx square, இங்க ux square plus vx square and plus, so இதுல v காமனா வெளிய எடுத்தீங்கன்னா v into vxx plus vyy plus vx square plus ux square, right? F of z equal to u plus iv. It is a analytic function. So analytic functions, real and imaginary part of analytic functions are harmonic functions. Therefore it satisfies Laplace equation. So this is Laplace equation. So it becomes 0 plus, so here ux square plus ux square, 2ux square plus vx square plus vx square 2vx square plus this is 0. So you can take 2 outside. So 4 into ux square plus vx square. So this is nothing but 1 modulus of f dash of z the whole square.